YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers, back again with another video. Today's video is going to be hopefully a quick one. In my head, it's like going to be a quick one, but you know, I like to talk, so we'll see. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Ravens' upcoming game, yelling about Matt Canada a little bit more. If it is your first time on the channel and you enjoy Steelers content, or you are an NFL fan in general and you end up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I think we're at 288 subscribers as of like right now as I'm talking. Low key, man, we're mad close to 300. Let's get a gunshot for being mad close to 300. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, we have a game coming up, and I don't know if your week has been as I don't want to say negative, but just like not caring about an upcoming Ravens game as mine, but I forgot, man. Like, I forgot, like, there's still football to be played. It's just been so negative, and with reason. It's not like it's unjustly negative. If you guys seen my last video, I went through my comments, and a lot of them were negative about Mike Tomlin. A lot of them, of course, were negative about Matt Canada, but we've moved past Matt Canada. Like, we've gotten so mad at Matt Canada for these past 3 years, and this gif is killing me right now. We've gotten so mad at Matt Canada over this past 3 seasons that, like, now our frustrations aren't even on him. Our frustrations are with Mike Tomlin because he continues to allow Matt Canada to stink up the joint. And if you see on the topics, I said last chance. We're past this, I know. This has to be Matt Canada's last chance, this game coming up. If we show up and we stink up the joint on offense, I don't want to hear about how bad Kenny Pickett is. I don't want to hear about how bad our line is. I don't want to hear that maybe our receivers aren't the best. I don't want to hear none of that shit. We can't score a touchdown. We didn't score a touchdown last week. I know against the Raiders we did. I think, did we score a touchdown against the Raiders? I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, the Calvin Austin bomb. I forget. Anything else, I forget. The Browns, I don't think we got an offensive one against them. And then the 49ers, we got kind of a silly one at the end. Like, fam, we're struggling to score one touchdown a game. And this is the NFL. We're talking about the professional football. We're talking about pros. And I have a score up. I have a game up. If you guys seen the Thursday night football this week, I have the Bears and Commanders score up here. As you can see, 40-20. The Commanders, 20 points. Hey, you know, sometimes you get shut down. 20 points is like a season high for us. But 40 points out of the Chicago Bears. And look at their record. They're 1-4. If you guys know anything about the NFL, the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, they have not been having a good run of it. Chase Claypool is now out, and he is on Miami. We'll see how that goes. But the Bears, they stink. I hate to say it, and I know as a Steelers fan, maybe we're not in the greatest spots right now, but we are 2-2, and I can say, like, the Bears stink. And even they were still able to put up 40 points against the Commanders. I'll tell you one thing. You can say whatever you want about the Commanders or Washington or their old name. You can say whatever you want. Maybe they're not the best team. Maybe their defense isn't that great. Maybe Emmanuel Forbes, you know, maybe he's not the best. But fam, I promise you, if we went up there, if we went against Washington last week or on Thursday, we would not have put up 40 points. I'm not going to say we would have lost. I'm not going to say all that. But 40 points out of us is insane. And the fact that teams are able to do this, the fact that I haven't seen us score 40 points, 30 points probably since the Killer B eras is crazy. And so I think Steelers fans definitely should have been paying attention to this, because if the Bears can do it, there has to be some kind of timeline where we can do it. And if we look even box score, quarter 1, 10 points, that's a quarter high for us. Quarter 2, 17 in one quarter, like 17 points in one quarter would take us 3 games, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. And this is the 1-4 Bears that are able to do this. It's not all about offense, or it kind of today is. It's not all about offense, but it kind of is today. We know 40 points, like they're 1-4. This isn't the greatest team, but just the sign of life out of a team. In fact, right here, let me see. I have the Steelers stats up. He's 24th in passing yards, 29th in rushing, 30th in total yards per game. Just horrible. I don't know who's doing worse than us, honestly. Like, maybe the Giants in total yards per game. I have no clue. But I want to skip down to here because, as you can see, this is our schedule. Preseason games, 27, 27, 24, right? Cool. We had a W preseason, undefeated preseason. San Francisco, 7. Cleveland, 26. 2 of them were on the defense. 2 touchdowns from the defense. Las Vegas, 23. Houston, 6. Take it back to last season. Preseason, 32. preseason 32, preseason 16, preseason 19, looking like our freaking regular season right here. But then 23, 14, 17, 20, 3, 38 to 3. Jeez, that was a tough game. 20, 10, 13, 10, or I'm sorry, 20, 30. The last time we scored 30 points was November 20th, 2022. That was the last time we scored 30 points. We look even farther, 24, 19, 16, 24, 13, 16, 28. Very close in this last game, 28. Shout out to that. Fuck the Browns. We look even farther back, 2021, 9, 23, 17, 10, 17, 27, very close, 23, 15, 29, a fucking tie. 37 against the Chargers. Wow, I remember. Do you guys remember this Chargers game? Wow, we were getting smoked in this game, low key. But we made a little rally back. That was the whole story this season, man, was our rally backs. And then 10 against Cincinnati. I feel like there was more. Was this the end of the year? Did we finish the game just getting blown out against Cincinnati? Holy shit. But I mean, you guys get the point. We haven't scored 40 points in probably 10 years. We've scored 30 points once in the past 3 years, I think, right? 30. Oh, I'm sorry, but besides the Chargers game, we scored 30 points twice in the past 3 years, and both of those were losses. And so I say all that to say, Matt Canada is just running amok. He's done nothing, and even if you look at his resume, he's done nothing. Like this is what I have to do, man. I have to talk about his resume because he's still on the team, because Mike Tomlin won't just bite the bullet and he won't just let him go. And now, with that said, with all the Tomlin talk, if you guys seen my video, and if you guys seen any video from me, I love Mike Tomlin, and I was standing against y'all. Like it was 258 comments to me reading them. Like you guys were all out on Mike Tomlin. Now, since that video, there's been a press conference. Since that video, there's been all kind of things that's come out, and all kind of takes and all kind of stories. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I really am not getting on the Fire Tomlin train, but I'm I'm over it, man. And on top of that, right, I've said all these great things about Mike Tomlin, but if we stink up the joint next week and we have a bye the following week, if we stink up, or I'm sorry, not next week, but on Sunday, if we stink up the joint on Sunday and we have the bye week and we do not let go of Matt Canada, Mike Tomlin is letting him take the fall because he knows that this team is some shit. Mike Tomlin is scared that that people are going to put the blame on him after Matt Canada goes. You guys ever heard of a steel curtain? Matt Canada is Mike Tomlin's steel curtain. Because as long as Canada is still here, we will yell at Canada. And Mike Tomlin will catch a little flack. He'll catch a little flack here and now from the commenters, from the fans, from the actual, fans. But as far as media things, but as far as hot seats, as far as all that, Matt Canada is on the hottest seat of them all because Mike Tomlin likes him there. Because, if he's not there, once we get rid of Matt Canada, who's it going to be on? Because remember, we had Randy Fichtner and we got rid of him. And hindsight, I thought Randy Fichtner sucked too. But, I mean, here we are now. Like, maybe Randy Fichtner wasn't that bad. And so you got Randy Fichtner, and then you got Matt Canada. This next one cannot be a flop. And I think Mike Tomlin, that can be the only reason, right? If we lose this game, the fact that he's not gone yet already shows this. But if we lose this game and not even if we lose, but if our offense just looks garbage this week, then, and we don't get rid of Matt Canada, that can be the only explanation, is Tomlin just doesn't want the flack to come on him, and he's using Matt Canada as a shield. To me, that is my take. That's what I'm thinking of the situation. But Mike Tomlin, if this is of course, this is going to be the only thing he sees of me. Mike Tomlin, I do love you as a coach, and I am not out on you. We just got to get this Matt Canada thing solved. And on top of that, what I'm a little nervous about, but not fully nervous because I think it can work out. What I'm a little nervous about is say we do, all right, and say maybe we even win. Like, does that take away all the momentum from the Fire Canada thing? To me, I think there is little to no chance we end up giving Canada a new deal. There is no way we write up a new contract for Matt Canada. There is absolutely no way. But, we still got to play this year. And so I wouldn't be the most, of course, I want us to win. I want us to just fucking score, Matt. If you can do that, if that's you, then hey, do it. But I think we can still salvage the season. I was excited, in the preseason. I was excited looking at our schedule, and we're 2-2. This game could put us back tied for first place in the AFC North. The season is not done yet, and there is a chance we can keep things there. There's a chance we can get things going. Last season, we finished pretty positively. We finished kind of moving the ball, kind of doing our thing, scrapping out these W's, and that, I think, allowed Matt Canada to stay even longer. Now, once again, I know we're all out on Canada, and I know by the season he's done, and I know that our offense stinks and it's never going to get better, and even if it does, we're just going to end up scraping, scratching, clawing these wins, and we're going to finish 9-8, and we're going to go to the playoffs and get first rounded. I know that is probably what's going to happen. But let's get a fucking win against the Ravens, please. Let's look good on offense, please. I am tired of watching these games and falling asleep, man. This is ridiculous. So, Matt, please, brother. I know for your next job, bro, you got to, your resume, it's a bunch of teams. It's a bunch of one-and-dones. It's a bunch of, random positions. But it's all about the current. And right now, the current, your last job, if you go to apply for another coordinator job right now, they run that background check, aka Google Matt Canada, nothing positive. It is absolutely nothing positive. And so for our sake, for our season's sake, and for your sake, for your future's sake, we got to get this going, Matt. And I got the Bears and Commanders score up just still. Is this a Bears and Commanders video? I apologize. But you guys see 40-20. Like, this, come on, man. Like, but Matt, yeah, we got to get this going, Matt. Please, do something, man. And if we stink and we don't get rid of you at the bye, then this team is cooked, honestly. If we don't get rid of Matt Canada at the bye, this season specifically isn't really dead. But as far as the Mike Tomlin and the culture and all this nonsense that they be talking about, where am I even at right now? I'm on Yahoo Sports. All this nonsense that they talk about, it's dead. It's dead. And everything that I said that, like, oh, we're not a team that would just do this. For example, we're not a team that would just draft Kenny Pickett 20th overall when a quarterback didn't get and another quarterback didn't get taken to the third round, all because he played at Pitt. We wouldn't do that. We drafted Kenny Pickett because he's good. That's what I'm thinking. We're a team where, because of our standings in the league, like, I think we don't make these dumb moves that people say that we make. But if we keep Matt Canada, I'm going to have to start thinking, like, man, maybe we did just take Kenny Pickett because, he went to Pitt. Maybe we are just signing everybody's brother because, you're a brother, you're somebody's brother. Like, maybe we really are this team. Maybe there is actually, no deep thought going into this. Maybe it's that simple. We took Kenny Pickett 2 rounds early because he went to Pitt, I don't think that, I don't think that that's us. I think we're smarter than that based off of everything, I've seen and been told about the Steelers and Mike Tomlin and all the history and 4 championships in the 70s and then 2 more with Ben and Terry Bradshaw and win Terry's money. I know. I've been told it all. But if we keep Matt Canada, man, I don't know what we're doing. And I don't know what Mike Tomlin is cooking, but it's a bad recipe. It's horrible. So, yeah, let's get it going, Matt Canada. Mike Tomlin, if you don't let Matt Canada go, if we stink it up, then we know what it's about. We know you're using him as cover, as a shield. We know that. And as far as the Ravens go, into the actual preview of the game, let me pull up their stats. 27th in passing yards, 4th in rushing, 14th in total yards per game. Really, what the Ravens are about is Lamar Jackson. Let me get a gunshot for Lamar Jackson. And I know we're Steelers fans. I know it's the Steelers page, but I got to get this off. I liked Lamar Jackson before he was a Raven. I wanted us to draft Lamar Jackson. And so I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. He just happens to be a Raven. And I'm tired of seeing this slander. Like, we got to stop slandering Lamar. He never looks the best against us, which is fucking perfect for me. He never looks the best against us, but it allows Steelers fans to kind of get off these wild takes about him. And not even just Steelers fans, just people in general. But all that to say, Lamar's having a pretty good year so far. 794 yards, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick throwing. And then on the ground, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground. So that's 8 touchdowns already for him. Gus Edwards, we look 200 yards almost. Obviously, J.K. Dobbins is hurt. Receiving, Zay Flowers. We got a Patrick Peterson quote to get into about Zay Flowers, but he's been doing his thing. Mark Andrews is back. He's, Mark Andrews, 3 touchdowns already. I believe he's missed. Yeah, he missed a whole game and has already had 3 touchdowns. Just shout out to Lamar. I got Mark Andrews in fantasy, so let's keep doing that. But after that, I mean, Nelson Aguilar, Odell, I believe, has been hurt. Bateman, not really doing the most. Their defense, we got Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Kyle Hamilton, who I wanted at one point in the draft a few years ago. Michael Pierce, who maybe is new. I'm not sure. I feel like I've heard that name. Jadeveon Clowney has to be new for them. Arthur Millette. Arthur Millette. Let's get a gunshot for Arthur Millette, the former Steeler. He is on the Ravens. Rock Ya-Sin, Isaiah Likely, even the backup tight end. Actually, I don't know if he's the backup. I think he's just the backup. But the Ravens defense, they've been flying around. They've been doing their thing. And let me be honest, guys. Like, I don't normally pick us to lose because only cowards pick the Steelers to lose. And today is not one of those days I'm going to pick us to lose. But so we'll see about that. And especially if our offense just can't do fucking anything, then it's going to be tough. We can't stop the run at all. Lamar Jackson likely is going to have a running day, but there is the caveat of it is the, AFC North football. It is the Steelers football. It's the Steelers way. And maybe, just maybe, we grind this game out and we get a W, man. I don't know. But the overall point, the overall premise of this video is Matt Canada. It is your absolute last chance to do something. Mike Tomlin, if he stinks up the joint again, if our offense stinks again, you got to get rid of Matt at the bye. You have to. Like, you just have to. Otherwise, I can't. Otherwise, what am I supposed to say? How do I defend it? What am I supposed to, like, we know it's wrong. We know we're wasting time. We know we're wasting a season. And in fact, just for you, Mike Tomlin, other people don't feel this way, but just because I fuck with Mike Tomlin, I'll eat that. I've accepted, if we keep Matt Canada, the fact that we still have him now, I've accepted that, hey, we're just going to sit this one out and we'll get a new offense next year, and who knows who's going to be a part of this new offense. But hey, this year's a waste. TJ, like, I hope you like playing so hard, getting mad sacks, but it's going to mean nothing because we're just wasting time right now. Everybody knows Matt Canada stinks. And if he doesn't stink, if Matt Canada doesn't stink, then we got to revamp the whole team from quarterback to kicker, like that. Because why is it not working if he doesn't stink? I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. I really don't want to keep going in on Matt Canada because everybody has done this already. I've done this already. We all know the stats. He just stinks, man. He just really stinks. Steelers, please, please, please give me something positive to look forward to for this season. Otherwise, it's just a wash. Kenny Pickett. Let's get a gunshot for Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett will be playing on Sunday. Now, with him being hurt and us having a bye week, the next week, personally, maybe you sit this one out, but we're still trying to win. This is a big game for first place, and Kenny Pickett having a tough time. He is not exactly a proven quarterback, so, maybe he feels the need. He's got to play. Kenny Pickett's a dog, so, he's playing. It is what it is. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite. Hopefully we can get out of this game just as clean as possible. I saw Najee Harris maybe was a little banged up. Hopefully that's not true. Alex Highsmith was a little banged up, but he is playing. Muth is out, but I believe that's like prior knowledge. I think we all knew Muth was going to be out. Deontay's still out. Cam's still out. People are still out. So we're going to do our best with what we can. Broderick Jones, I believe, getting his first start. So shout out to Broderick. We'll see how that goes. Joey Porter Jr., I don't know if he's starting, but I really hope the snaps continue to go up. I hope we scorch. Let me end this video with this. Matt Canada, Kenny Pickett, Mike Tomlin, Mason Cole, Nick Herbig, James Daniels, Broderick Jones, Chakuma Okorafor, Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, George Pickens, Allen Robinson, Calvin Austin III, fucking Darnell Washington, anybody I didn't mention. Kenny Pickett, if I didn't mention him yet. To the entire offense, backups included, as I drop my phone, backups included. Get a touchdown, please. Let's get a touchdown, one. And, let's show some pride, please. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it. The Steelers, man, they just really piss me off sometimes. That's going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, share it with Steelers fans, and I will see you after the game. Hopefully it is a positive, smile on my face. If it's more pain, then hey, man, good luck, Charlie. Peace out.